Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, pupil. This is another English class. Phonics class this time around. If we do not forget, this is lesson 3 this week. Today, I said we are going to phonics as an aspect of English. And we want to revise what we have done before now. Now, what we want to look into is tricky words. We want to look into some tricky words that we did before the end of the term. By then, I explained that tricky words are also called sight words. Tricky words are also sight words. They are not phonetically plausible. They didn't follow the rule of sound. That's why we class them as sight words. We learned many. Some examples are when, out, what, oh, there, called, asked, said, asked, have. So, where, there, little, etc. We learned many, but we are revising these little. With this, I found some sentences. Like sentence 1, I wrote, the little boy is reading. Because during the class, we do also form sentences. So I have my sentence formation. The little boy is reading. The little boy is reading. Sentence number 2, she goes out of the class without permission. She goes out of the class without permission. Out there is a sight word. It's not phonetically plausible. What is your name? That's sentence 3. WHAT, what, is a sight word. It's also called tricky word. They were there when he was crying. That's sentence number 4. They were there when he was crying. Were, there, they were all tricky words. They are all tricky words. They are not phonetically plausible. They don't follow the rule of sound. 5. She asks herself a question without answer. She asks herself a question without answer. Ask there is the tricky word because it's not phonetically plausible. So, these are some of what we did on tricky words last term. Shall we mention them again? Okay. When, out, what, all, there, called, asked, said, asked, have, so, were, there, little, to mention but a few. I remember we wrote more examples like said and many more. So these are some of tricky words that we learned last term. Now, alhamdulillah, let's go to classwork. What we should do after the class. That's the classwork. What we should do after the class is the classwork. You want to say 5 tricky words. You want to say 5 tricky words. Say it and say correctly. Any 5. You can get them from the one we listed, or if you remember anyone from what we learned in the class that I do not write out. So you mention, you list, you say it. Say 5 tricky words. That's the classwork. Your assignments will be posted to the school portal. So, before the assignments, is being posted. Stay cool and calm. Enjoy yourself. Ramadan Mubarak. I say goodbye.